My name is Naomi Bogard. I'm the campus director at the Brooklyn Park Maple Grove campus. It's my honor to introduce our faculty speaker today. As soon as I find my notes. All right. Change the conversation, change the world. It's with this mission in mind that our faculty speaker, Soma Jurgensen, begins and ends every day at Rasmussen College. Whether in the boardroom, the conference room, or the classroom, Soma shares the story of Rasmussen, its goals, and the accomplishments of its students, because every conversation is an opportunity for transformation. Soma is the program chair for the School of Business at the Brooklyn Park Maple Grove campus. She has been with Rasmussen since 2006, starting as a full-time instructor and then transitioning into the business chair position. In addition to teaching both residential and online courses, she has been instrumental in growing and promoting the business program both at her campus and in the Twin Cities. One of her proudest accomplishments is the creation and support of the internship program for the School of Business. Soma is dedicated to inspiring passion for business through rigorous, globally focused education. Please help me in welcoming Soma Jurgensen.
Well, good morning, everybody. I want to repeat something the student speaker said. Your schooling is over, but your education has just begun. Your schooling is over, but your education has just begun. That brought an image to mind. I remember when I began college, it felt like a straight line. I'd start my first day of classes, I slug my way through, I learn as much as I can, and then at commencement, I'm done. I learned, as I was entering my career, that it is, I thought, more like a circle. Now, I continue. I learn more. I get my master's degree. I begin teaching. But one thing that I've learned from the students at Rasmussen College is that education is neither a straight line nor a circle. It's an infinity symbol. At some point on your journey, the beginning and the end will meet. Today, you end your college career as a Rasmussen student. You may begin another leg, but your education continues. And I would like to give you some words of advice as you continue on that journey. I must say, I want to thank faculty, staff, leadership for this opportunity to speak on behalf of the faculty. It's a great honor for me. I enjoy working with my colleagues. I learn from them every day, just as you have from your peers. The diploma that you have in your hand, you completed this degree. But I believe I speak for all faculty when I say it's not just about caring for patients. It's not just about choosing the right color to convey a brand. You will do more than network computers. You will do more than create lesson plans. You will do more than apply the laws in the criminal courts. You will do more than grow the bottom line. I will argue that it's not even about being a better employee. The reason you are here today, the value that you bring to changing the world, is by being a better citizen. Think of all your roles that you play every day, student, employee, or just two. Your mothers, fathers, your children, sisters, brothers, your friends. Your challenge as you emerge as a graduate of Rasmussen College is to inspire people to be better than when you first met them. We challenge you to become leaders in your fields, leaders in your lives, and leaders in your community. Now, some of you may ask, well, how do I do that? I've always had someone there near me, my family, my friends, my peers, my instructors to guide me in this. I'm going to give you, as I mentioned, some words of advice. Now, my students, no groaning when you hear this, okay? I'm serious. I suggest you follow the 4 C's of success. 4 C's. Okay, just checking for no groaning. That's good. So what are these 4 C's? I know my students can repeat them by heart, and I want to share them with all of you today. First, be curious. Personal story, I often on phone calls in meetings, at some point someone says to me, "Must you ask so many questions?" And yes, I must. Just like I said to my 4-year-old, must you ask so many questions? That's how we explore the world, isn't it? Why are we doing things this way? What else have we tried? What is the purpose? What is the objective? How will it affect others? Am I okay with that? Asking questions not just about what you do, why that patient has that course of treatment, and more importantly, what may be the cause of the resistance of that course of treatment. You will meet resistance. Question is a wonderful way to understand what you're dealing with. Second C is to be creative. Right? Perhaps our ECE graduates know the name of this book. It's become one of my favorites. It's called The What If Monster. And in this book, a what if monster follows the child around and says, well, what if this horrible thing happens? What if that horrible thing happens? Well, I want to turn the what if monster on its head as a tool for creativity. What if I had all the money I could possibly want? How would I solve this problem? What if I had no limits? What if we do things exactly the same way as we did before, except change one thing? What if I were in charge? What if I put people first? Solve problems with creativity that come from what if, and endless possibilities ensue. My third C is to be cooperative. Use cooperation. Now, many of us might think, well, how do I get someone to work with me? I want to give you a new definition of cooperation. Perhaps understanding how someone else wants to work with you. Share the perspective of others. When you look at career paths like early childhood education and criminal justice, you're responsible for being the advocate of people who typically don't have a voice. When you look at healthcare management and the health sciences, nursing, you're responsible for people who are vulnerable. How do you share their perspective? How do you learn to work with them? As you're making decisions for your employees, are you making decisions with your employees? As you're learning to design a brand, do you understand what your client wants? And how important is it to advocate for your view as well? Cooperation is about sharing perspectives. And to do that, we have to envision what the other person might feel like. Yes, feel like, not just behave. And questions is the way to get there as well. The fourth C is my favorite because it's also the most difficult, and that's to be courageous. Being courageous requires an environment without negativity. And the best way to find that environment is to allow your positivity to catch, to be infectious. Ask questions you don't know the answers to. Answer questions you're not sure you know the answers to. Ask for expert opinions. But most importantly, because you're leaving the school environment, find spaces to fail safely. Yes, you're all here because you didn't fail, I understand that. But find a space where you can experiment, try something, fail at it, and learn from it. Now, I don't suggest you do that when you have a heart in your hand, certainly. That's not the time. But are you finding the spaces? Are you taking classes? Are you engaging with parents, friends, and family? Are you trying something you've never done before? And how do you use that in your everyday life? Where are you exiting your comfort zone? Probably the most important way that you can engage all 4 C's, curiosity, creativity, cooperation, and courage, is to become a mentor. You are all here because someone supported you. And you've always had the skills to turn around and be a mentor for someone else. I want to conclude by saying that practicing the 4 C's in your personal and your professional lives, it shines a light along that infinity symbol. It gives you the opportunity to continue your education, although your schooling has ended. I send you off with a challenge to continue to learn and inspire others for generations to come. Thank you very much, and congratulations to